So there's what we are currently manufacturing and what are the plans to manufacture. Okay, so and then we'll go and see how we are going to do it, and where we want to do it from. So right now we have certain products that are being made for the mass market, right? So this is so for the mass market right now. Associated with us are companies that are making, let's say, there's socks being made by a company called Virat. There's beverages, tea, coffee being made by a joint venture of Brham and Team 24. And Team 24 is making by itself various products in F&B, tea, coffee, beverages and food products and healthcare and wellness products, being healthcare and body care products being made by Team 24, in which we have a small stake. And this is our, these are mass markets. And then other plans. So for exclusive, very high-end products, we want to make under Brham Lifestyle and Brham Wellbeing USA. These are the, we have 7 products which we had within our, so there's a powder and then there is a cleanser. And along with that, we want to make clothes, jewelry, carpets, furniture, furnishings. And we want to have restaurants, cafes, lounges, gyms, kids club, pain alleviation, wellness centers. So that's this Brham Lifestyle and Brham Wellbeing. In the mass market, we want to add groceries, healthcare, body care. And also in the mass market, we want to add ties, bow ties, t-shirts, underwear, lingerie, scarves, pocket squares, cravats, stoles, shawls. Okay, so I want all of you to understand it, because a lot of you don't even get what we are doing and how we are doing it, what's going to happen. So as of now, we have existing production which is profitable in hotels, we have beverages, we have socks. Okay, these are companies that are cash flow positive, and then Team 24 is cash flow positive, and the rest are startups. These are all ideas that we want to start up, and we have already condos and villas and farms. But these are not, these are assets from which we'll be generating cash flows in the future. So we need to understand how we are going to divide the business, who's going to take care of which part of the business, and how we are going to do it. And what is there for the mass market, and what is more exclusive, low volume, high priced, and who amongst us has the ability to work on which part of it. Okay, and this is going to be a combination of organic growth and mergers and acquisitions. So we've done for the last 1 year, we've been trying to get this going, the jewelry, carpet, furniture, furnishings. But since the clarity was not there was no understanding that who's going to be doing what. And so we've had, ups and downs on that. I want to make that clear. What is it that we are looking to do? And then move forward with various aspects of this business. So the first part, if I want to talk about, is a mass market. And we have, at this point, so if you've noted this down, I'll probably get down to the other ones later. So let's just start with first this apparel and clothes for the mass market. Okay. And how can we handle that? And then I'll come back to the rest. So when these calls get recorded and then they get put away somewhere and then we don't really, we don't remember to bring those and for people to understand that, okay, so we're making socks. When I say we, it's a company that is making socks. And we want to add to that these other items of production because they right now have sales outlets. Okay, we have sales outlets in Europe and North America, and we want to add. So we want to add one side is the geographical sales and then the items. Now, what this means is this is not going to be high end, just basic design, produce, and supply. So when they're already supplying socks somewhere, then it's a matter of then can we also supply t-shirts, underwear, lingerie, scarves, pocket squares, cravats, stoles, shawls, ties, and bow ties. And that, again, from our side, there has to be one person who will find somewhere good to get this manufactured with decent basic designs and supply it. Okay, now we've tried, we have to figure out this side. So I need to hire a person who will basically be able to do this for me. That identify production places in India, production houses in India, design. From our side, we'll give the design, what needs to be said on the t-shirt, what's color, what's this. Put this together and then use the same sales outlets where they are, socks are being sold right now. How do we start selling all these items? Okay, that's the thought process, and that's also about. So, Nishant, you've been talking to me a little about this, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to understand that I can get the designing done from my team here. Okay, the difficult part is we need to identify. So whether you're in Thailand or China or wherever, if we design something, select a fabric and get it made.
Right.
Okay. So is that something you can get involved with? I mean, would you like to look into this aspect?
Yes, Bob. I would like to get into it. Yeah.
So, but this will need some serious work.
Right.
We can either identify companies that are already doing this, acquire them, okay, and then propose to the management that let's merge it with this.
Okay.
So that's one aspect. The other is we start developing it, we grow it, and then and then under that company we grow it, this business, and then we propose a merger. Okay,
right.
So these are different ways of looking at it, but these are all the items that we can develop mid quality, which should be export worthy, but nothing fancy, nothing. This is all just selling for like $10, $25, like basic stuff. Okay,
right.
Which we kept at a Migros or at a JC Penney or wherever. Okay, just at a normal store where you can go and buy this stuff.
Okay.
So high volume, low margin business.
Right.
So that's the model that we follow. So let's say if you're doing, $10 million worth of socks a year right now, how do we try and do, 50 million in the next 5 years? Okay, out of this, adding different lines, and
right.
But once you have a vendor code for these, and then grow that vendor. So should I put you that you will discuss with me directly?
Right.
And we just concentrate on this business.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will leave this with you. And the other part which we are struggling with right now, I will get back to you on that. But this part, I think what we should look at is between India and Thailand and China and Bangladesh, okay, where can we start getting this done, all these items? And since you have mobility and presence in those areas, I think it'll be best that you do this.
Right. Sounds good.
So you make a note of it. You come up with a business plan.
Okay.
Talk to me. These design team will be sitting in Bangalore or Pune, wherever.
Okay.
So you will deal with me on this entire thing.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I will not discuss this with anyone else. The back end, that who will come up with funny things to write on T-shirts, what will be whether we'll have polka dot ties and bow ties, or we'll have something sexy written on lingerie, underwear, whatever. That we'll have a team doing that for you.
Okay.
We'll decide the fabric, we'll decide the color, we'll decide what is said on it, the sizes. Then you start getting them made. Okay.
Right.
And
right.
We put that into these. Like I said, we cannot guarantee that it'll be done under Virat because it's not right to say so. We will start all this and then we will suggest that it gets merged with Virat. Okay, that's something we'll talk about. Okay, so that, Ishan, you will discuss with me.
Okay.
Mahmood, just one thing. Can we, in the same product line, what I was looking at, maybe you can also add wallets and belts.
Yeah, but I think because this is under clothes, let's get this. Yeah, okay.
Because it's an accessory, right?
But do you have any specific? Because I know in India, Ambattur and all has a lot of leather.
Ambattur has, Calcutta has. In fact, I've been doing wallets. Maybe I'll meet you in the afternoon. I'll show you a couple of them.
No, but see, I want one single person. So whatever you have, you get.
Yeah, I can put it on to Nishant. Yeah.
Talk with Nishant. Put it through Nishant. Okay. Whatever this will develop. This is mass market. We are not looking at exclusive, high end. We'll not even brand it as Brham. Okay. We'll just come up with other brands. I do not want. So this is something totally separate and to be done in the Virat. So, Nishant, will you be able to take out a couple of hours a day and follow up on this?
Yes, definitely. I have something in mind. We have a call at 4 p.m. as well, right, today with Brham. Yeah, so I think we can definitely merge something. We can get into it.
The only other thing is that because we have, let's say, we have a grocery store called Migros in Europe, or we have, let's say, Albertsons in US. So if they're buying this from us right now, but then we can also go and tell them buy groceries from us, buy beverages from us, buy other stuff from us, right? And on the other hand, you will see that there are some other companies where we are selling to, the Big Basket and all the others in India, Reliance Big and all that. We are selling to them in India, and we can easily go and sell them then all these items here also for the mass market in India. I mean, the margins are low, but then it's there.
Right.
So do you understand what I'm saying, Nishant? So
yes, totally.
If I draw it out before I drew out the products and the companies, but then if I draw out the marketing channels, right now what we have stores in India, okay, and these are all the top, what it's called modern retail or something current calls it, or whatever the lingo in the market. And then we have stores in Europe, and we have stores in North America at this point. Okay. Now we'll have the Brham outlets, that is hotels and stores. Okay, but we can develop other things. You can come up with something in Thailand, this, that, other parts. But we can do cross-selling to each one of them. So whoever's in charge of one vertical, let's say when I'm saying this mass vertical of clothes and accessories, it right now is being sold mainly here, let's say. So can we try and sell it here? Can we try and sell it here? Can we also sell it in other places? That's a cross-selling opportunity, and vice versa. So right now, stores in India, we're mainly selling beverages and F&B items too, through Team 24 and our joint venture. But to them, can we sell socks and can we sell other things to them, right?
Right.
That's something which you'll have to lead that initiative on how to do that. Okay, then if we get into the mass F&B market, so in that we have beverages, which is tea, coffee, and we have drinks. These are being done right now in beverages. And again, I'm talking mass. So this is what is going on, different kind of drinks, and we can keep adding. And all of these right now are going primarily to Indian retail. Okay, that's what's going on right now. How do we get on and we get additional, and then how do we get these to be sold in European markets or in American stores, because we have, let's say, Virat is a vendor over there, and so that's the other idea that needs to be developed. And then we also have under Team 24 various food products and, let's say, healthcare and body care, all mass. These are all mass products. Okay, so I think as of now we have Karan looking at this. What I wanted to add to this was groceries. Okay, and I've been talking to Pratik about it. We go back and forth, but it appears now that he wants to do this. And we want to start groceries, packaged groceries that can easily go into then Indian retail, that can go into European retail, that can go everywhere, as long as we produce decent quality. Again, mass market, we don't even have to call it Brham. It can be, we can call it BT24. All that can be a brand for all these, because Brham Team 24. So we just call it BT24 and go with that. And we can just sell all of these under that brand, even in the mass market of all our clothes and this and this and this, all that. So I think Karan has been working on this for a long time. We also, we've talked about it in the past a lot, but hopefully we can get things in a proper, organized manner. And so this is already being done. This is all going on. This is ongoing. It's a matter of managing that and adding groceries and other items over here. And we also have wine and other items from, cheese, olive oil, hamon, and all that to come in from Spain. So that was something, I think. So, Pratik, now we spoke yesterday about this, and Pratik, you're online, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Agar, if you start working on this with Karan, right, that we have also the option, of growing the Indian retail by supplying to the Indian retail. And so I think we'll discuss this separately again, but basically, Karan, you are in charge of bringing this wine products, all this from Europe or anywhere outside, and these are BT joint venture, BT24 and the Team 24, all these items. Okay, so this.
Okay.
This is not really mass, so let's leave that out right now. The wine and this is not really mass. So let's develop groceries, beverages. We can add a few more. These are just normal. This is not like it is, without sugar, natural ingredient. This is just for the mass market. Tasty, whatever, that just goes. Okay. So this we are doing right now in Kalyan near Bombay. We have a manufacturing plant that is working, and we have place there to keep adding more. And I think we can even start groceries there. So Karan, you and Pratik have a word, speak in detail, and then you get back to me on this. Okay? That what all we can do in this vertical and okay. Now, talking about hotels, condos, villas, restaurants, cafes, lounges, and farms and agriculture. This is what we are doing under Brham Agroterra. Okay, and most of them are high end. We have different levels, and we have this and that. So I think we can get to the farms and agriculture separately because that is a separate business. But a lot of this involves constructions, interiors, management, facility management, kitchen, menus, food, marketing, that kind of work, right? So I think Vikas, and then I have Shishir Bhai, who and his team have a lot of experience in facility management and kitchen and cooking. So if we took them, and then we have right now Willie, and Jacob, and Nihar and her dad have built some of the most gorgeous lodges and all in Africa. And then we have Sajid and Faisal, who's doing the work on construction. So if you put along with that construction. And the marketing and promotion of this entire thing, and the style quotient, and this, I think Sammy has a lot of ideas and experience on doing this. Okay? So, Shishir bhai, आपके पास time रहेगा आपका या किसी team का who can help us with this ideas, management? Already I've spoken to you about Canada, about US, about Pune. So,
Yes, 100%.
but इसमें थोड़ा serious time लगेगा शिशिर भाई.
करेंगे ना, क्यों नहीं?
Proper. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, विकास इज राइट नाउ इन बैंगलोर, उसको मैं पूरा डिटेल समझा के आपके पास पुणे भेजता हूँ उसको.
That's no issue. 100% we will take up from there.
आप और विकास बैठ के फिर you sit down and work this out in detail. So Willie manages a hotel in Canada, but he also oversees US. Jacob is managing US. We have right now bid for another restaurant there. We've got a lounge already operational. We are opening another store there. So I think Mihar has traveled to Canada. She's planning, she'll be traveling with me further. Sajid is doing construction in Pune. Faisal is doing the design work, and Sammy, of course, has knowledge of all these things. And probably, Jane, you can help and coordinate this because you know all the locations and the people who are involved with this. And about Carmel, what's going on with this, so... and in Goa, we've had Gavin looking into this. So, Gavin, I suppose it makes sense for you to give your inputs on this. Should I put you in this team? Gavin, are you there?
He's facing some network issues.
I got cut out for last 15 seconds.
So I'm thinking, because you are involved in construction and Goa and the tents and this and that, so you should be in this team that is working out the plan for all this, right?
Okay.
Is Shashiji here on the call?
No.
All right. So, because you coordinate this group, you come to me today, I will explain details. And the main person who can help us is Shishir Bhai from the facility management, kitchen, staff. He also wants to go to Canada and US and work with us on that. And of course, Nihar and Faisal can do all the design work and then the interiors between them and Sami. And the actual management is being done right now is Willie Jacob. I think we'll make this team. Okay, this is for all the hotels, condos, villas, restaurants, cafes, lounges, construction. Sami, you're okay working on this?
Noted, BT.
I'm saying, Sami, you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm okay.
You okay helping with the
Yes,
marketing,
yes.
promotion, and the soft,
Yes.
the look and feel and designing websites and all that. Okay. Then we come to the exclusive, very high-end products. So right now we have the Fenny, the powder, the bar, the oil, the cleanser, and the cashews, and the drink, the super drink. Okay. Now to this, I want to add line of furniture, exclusive design by us, and I want to do clothes, and I want to do furnishings. And then we want to do some carpets, jewelry. So very specifically designed and then developed. And then we want to do the wellness plans, the pain relief and Kalaripaito, yoga, gyms, and the wellness plans, the treatment centers. The personal training. So this part, which is being done already, it's being finalized, and we'll keep on adding further into this. So there, the main person coordinating with Team 24, because we're doing Team 24 other things, so I'll let Karan handle this. Okay. Furniture, clothes, furnishing, carpets, jewelry. This Vipul and Nishant, to some extent, he can help on this, and Riva. The design team is separate, but I'm saying this could be and wellness plans, treatment centers, personal training, all this, I think, Gaurav and Nisha. Okay. So then what will happen ultimately after all this? Do you want to note this down? So once all this is done, what we'll have is like high volume, low margin, mass products, and ultimately they all can be in one vertical. I'll merge everything into one place for all of this, and then we'll have real estate and connected business under one vertical, and then we'll have some very high-end, high margin, low volume products, services, which probably will be another entity by itself. So here we'll probably, like I said, you have socks, clothes, there's groceries, all. It will be a bunch of stuff, all will be in one entity finally. And we'll have this separately and then a real estate company separately. That is, and ultimately my idea would be to have one person heading this entire thing and then one person heading this and one. So once I find people of high caliber who can do that, we will move in that direction. So just wanted you guys to understand this. So like right now I've said that we have Karan and Pratik, and then we talked about Nishant developing this part of the business, and then we have this high margin and real estate, and so we'll separately circulate that. Let's start talking from business perspective with each person on that. And my idea will be to take all the high volume mass product business to the board of Virat and tell them that, okay, we want to bring it to that. But we'll see what the board thinks about it, but that's my idea on that. So I will set up meetings with each one of you separately who we've spoken about. Okay. And then it's not a good sign. Thank you. And then we'll talk about this. But so I'll have Vikas spend a couple of days here, then I'll have him go to Pune and Goa and meet with Shishir Bhai and other people. Shishir Bhai, आप अमेरिका कब जा रहे हो? I think he's okay. Any questions or comments?
Hello. I'll be going 15th of April.
Okay, ठीक है. उसके पहले we'll discuss over here यहाँ का सब करके, and then we'll move towards that place. Pratik, you speak with Karan, and then we'll talk again. Nishant, I'll talk with you at 4. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
If Kunal and Ajay can stay online, the rest of you can hang up. Thank you for your time. I'll briefly talk with Kunal and Ajay. Huh?
He asked me to come to meet you.
I will call you separately, Vikas.
Okay, bye.